All right. Now a look back to a legendary career, the late Roy Orbison.
His story is being told with a CD and DVD, and some of the performances include Bono, Tom Petty. His sons have a big part in the project. I was able to talk with two of his sons, Alex and Roy Jr., about what's called Mystery Girl. I first want to thank you for your time because, I mean, even prepping for this interview, I've learned so much that I never knew before. That was just prepping for this interview. Of course,
Great.
what you guys want to talk about, so much more information, of course, all about your dad. We're celebrating the CD and DVD release party. Tell me about it.
You know, Mystery Girl Deluxe is the 25th anniversary release of my dad's album, Mystery Girl, that came out in 1989. And what we've done is we have the original album, and then we have 9 bonus tracks that come with it. And we also made a 1-hour-long documentary on the making of Mystery Girl, and we call the documentary Mystery Girl Unraveled. So there's a lot going on with this. We also have taken all the official videos, the music videos that were on MTV and VH1, and we made new music videos as well to go along with this. And we put all this together with a 40-page booklet with all the photos associated with it, and largely it's 80% new stuff with this. So we're really excited about this.
Wow. So a lot of new stuff. I mean, You Got It, The Way Is Love. I mean, we all know those. I didn't even realize his association with so many of the names that we all know now, and they helped tell the story, I believe. Bono, Tom Petty. I mean, you guys worked with these folks to tell the story. That must have been cool.
Well, we worked with these folks back then. That was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yes, to hang out with Bono during the time at Joshua Tree, that was a fun time, yeah. It resulted in this song, She's a Mystery to Me, which Bono and Edge wrote for Roy, with Roy. And that's where they kind of got the title track. It's not the title track, but the album's called Mystery Girl. And Mystery Girl Deluxe is going to be released by Sony Legacy worldwide May 19th. May 19th. And this video that you're talking about is really beautiful. Alex put a lot of love into it. It kind of shows the man behind the shades.
I like that. I like that. And what I'm thinking about this too. I mean, I think of my parents, you know, loving your dad's work when, you know, he was out there doing his thing, and of course we get to know the music through them, but getting to know it through so many of the stars that we know today, it seems like it's like very much cross-generational.
Yes.
Well, yes, Roy started at Sun Records in the 50s, so with rock and roll. So it's not just cross-generational, it's also international. That's another thing. Roy was one of the first international superstars after Elvis. So it has a broad appeal, that's for sure.
Yeah, the fact that it's come together with Tom Petty and so many of these people, you know, that are really like uncles to us.
George Harrison's on there.
That you get to hear. You get to hear their take on this. You know, it's for the stuff that we didn't actually have the actual footage of our dad playing. Then we have, you know, we have Jeff Lynne and Tom Petty and these guys who are some of the coolest people on the planet describing it, and it's just very, very special.
And even when you look at the videos, see, you were talking about the music, I think, but even when you look at the video, one of the videos is directed by David Fincher. The other one stars Matthew Modine and Winona Ryder.
Oh.
Another, one of the videos is filmed at a Frank Lloyd Wright house. That's a museum in its own right. The footage that you see, it ranges from, you know, kind of Roy rehearsing in the studio to, you know, the video for You Got It.
Now, people, I mean, he had a long career. So I think about, you know, all of this, you said 80% of this is stuff that people haven't heard until now. If people followed him, you know, liked what they heard all those years ago, this new stuff, are they going to feel like it's a lot of in the same feeling, the same vibe, if you will?
Yeah, one thing that happened was from the time taken you know, my dad spent about a year and a half just getting the songs together, and then another year and a half just with the recording additionally. So it's about 3 or 4 years in total. And what happened was they made a real contemporary album, but without a lot of the gimmicks that were associated with you know, the late 1980s. So, you know, you have this real pure Orbison record, which is basically just, you know, guitars and bass and piano with strings and backing vocals, and then those great Roy Orbison vocals. So the album came out in a really timeless manner, especially looking back on it now 25 years later. It just, it is a classic.
Well, really cool. Cool project that you've worked on, and what a neat way to pay tribute to your dad. We appreciate your time this morning and looking forward to it. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you. There
Kids
we
and
go.
marathons, you wouldn't put the two together, but the folks at the YMCA have done so in a way that makes it possible.
Yes,
Yeah.
spread out.
Yeah.
We're going to explain the timeline and how you can be a part of it. You don't have to be a Y member, by the way.